Our next session is entitled Department of Defense Shared List, Exploring Federal Employment for Persons with Disabilities. And the name I have that's presenting, and I think there's three people that are presenting, but the name I have is Elizabeth Starrick, a Disability Program Specialist. But I see Mia Webb and Krista Flores with us also, so they might be accompanying Elizabeth.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Starrick, and I work for the Department of Defense for the Disability Programs Directorate. And our job is one of the things is to help individuals with disabilities find jobs in the federal government, individuals who are Schedule A qualified. So that is kind of what this presentation is going to be about. So Applied Development LLC, which is our contracting company, and the Department of Defense would like to present the shared list. So roughly 26% of adults, or 61 million adults in the United States, live with a disability every day. And the DoD shared list is designed as a tool to help individuals with disabilities find jobs in the federal government, as I mentioned. So the DoD shared list is different than the WRP, or the Workforce Recruitment Program, or the WRP Plus program. Those programs allow individuals who are students or recent graduates of college and higher level educations to find a job that way. So this database will be at no cost to the user, agency, service, or component, and will be supported by the DoD Disability Programs Directorate. Our tool will utilize the regular skill building workshops, which teach individual skills necessary to navigate the federal hiring process. DMOC DPD hosts one skill building workshop quarterly, and our next one is scheduled for November. So, and the DoD shared list is a one-of-a-kind 508 compliant premier candidate recruiter database and connection tool that will allow more individuals with disabilities to become employed. The DMOC DPD team will continue to maintain the current user-friendly database and make sure that all the candidate information remains up to date. So the current DoD shared list contains approximately 1,000 resumes of diverse and highly qualified individuals who are eligible for federal employment under the Schedule A hiring authority. Our overall goal is to assist the Department of Defense and other federal agencies in meeting the hiring goal of individuals with targeted disabilities as determined by the Office of Personnel Management, or OPM, as well as with individuals with non-targeted disabilities. So just like on USA Jobs, candidates have the option to choose multiple job series numbers based on their career interests. It is important to note that PII, so personal identifiable information, and PHI, personal health information, are not collected in the shared list. There are two different options that a candidate can use to have their information entered into the DoD shared list. The first option is emailing their resume to the DMOC DPD team at info@dodsharedlist.com or dodhra.dmoc-dpd@mail.mil. And we have also put together a video that will explain the process even more. And I will be playing that for you right now.
On behalf of Mr. Samuel Drummond, Associate Director, Diversity Management Operations Center, Disability Program Directorate, the Applied Development team would like to present a demonstration of the Department of Defense shared list. The DoD shared list currently provides a database of diverse and highly qualified individuals who are eligible for federal employment under the Schedule A hiring authority. 61 million adults in the United States currently live with a disability, according to a statement made by the Center for Disease Control in 2019. According to recent data, the unemployment rate of people with disabilities was at 80%, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. With the creation of the DoD shared list, DMOC, DPD, and Applied Development believe that we can address this employment gap and make a positive impact on overall employment of people with disabilities. In addition to the DoD, this program can also assist other federal agencies in reaching this untapped talent pool. The DoD shared list is a user-friendly system built for individuals both inside the DoD network and outside for other federal agencies and job seekers. When you visit the DoDSharedList.com website, there's a link that will take you directly into the DoD shared list. Additionally, the page contains useful links to help individuals with disabilities seeking employment in the federal government. On the DoDSharedList.com homepage, the top links on the page are candidate login, hiring manager login, and contact us. If you are a new or a returning candidate for the DoD shared list, the candidate link will give you an option to create a user profile or log into your previously created account. The next screen will provide you an option to apply now or refer a friend. When a candidate clicks the Apply Now button, they will be directed to a login screen. From here, an individual can create an account or log into an existing account. To create a new profile, the candidate should click Apply Now. From here, the candidate will be taken to the screen where they can fill out their personal information. This includes name, address, email, phone, contact preference, resume, if they are a vet, Schedule A qualified, hold a security clearance, or are willing to relocate. Candidates are reminded not to submit personally identifiable information or personal health information. Once all that information is entered, the candidate will have a chance to return to their profile at any time and update as needed. The other side of the system is used for hiring managers, human resource managers, disability program managers, component hiring managers, and other HR positions. An individual in the hiring manager category can request the use of our system through either the info@DoDSharedList.com email address or by emailing the DMOC DPD team at dodhra.dmoc-dpd@mail.mil. To create a username, a hiring manager must provide your government-issued email address. For example, addresses ending in .mil or .gov, and provide your title and component. Once the request has been made, the Applied Development team requests a 1 business day turnaround. The hiring manager will then receive an email where they confirm their name and create their own password. Once completed and the hiring manager is brought into the system, they can click on the DoD shared list link on their home dashboard. From their dashboard, the hiring managers are then able to search for different candidates in the shared list. The shared list contains hundreds of updated resumes of job seekers and is growing daily. If you are searching for a specific type of candidate, for example, someone with a security clearance in the information technology field, here is the procedure. From the home dashboard at the top bar, the hiring manager will click the word candidate. It will give the hiring manager the option to read through everyone or search by specific criteria. Searching by specific criteria can be found on the right side dark gray menu under the word search. Under the search option, the hiring manager can search for a candidate from where they live to the target search recruiting radius criteria of your choice. You will also have the option to save the search criteria for future candidates. DMOC, DPD, and Applied Development believe that this tool can be instrumental in increasing employment opportunities for individuals with disabilities and also help federal agencies access a new and growing talent pipeline. This program will allow individuals with disabilities who may have otherwise not been noticed find their future career in the federal government.
Okay, thank you so much. And I am joined today by my team. My project manager is Dr. John Fuller. The assistant project manager is Dr. Charmaine Everhart. I'm also joined by the COO of Applied Development, Mr. Biffrey Braxton, and Nia Webb, who is a disability program specialist, as well as Krista Flores, who also is a senior disability program specialist. We wanted to thank you again for giving us this opportunity to present to you, and we'd love to answer any questions that you have.
Yeah, Elizabeth, it's Don Overton over at BVA. Thanks so much for the phenomenal presentation and for your entire team and all you do. We do have it open for any questions, and I'll go in a hold pattern momentarily to see if anybody's out there that has any questions. Reference these resources. Please use the raise hand feature. And you all might get off the hook easy today.
Oh.
Let's see, Mr. Thompson. Anthony Thompson, go ahead and unmute, sir.
Okay, ma'am. That was a little fast for me. I'm hearing impaired. Can you tell me again that website and if there the types of jobs in federal institutions, federal, state, and local that it was saying to me, right?
So I apologize about that. The website is dodsharedlist.com.
D-O what?
D-O-D.
Okay, D-O-D.
Yes, sharedlist.com. Currently, the database is only for federal jobs in the Department of Defense.
Right.
And we work with hiring
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
that's
and
Neil,
Anthony,
go ahead.
Anthony, just so you know, it's Don Overton. We'll have those resources up on our website. We'll be promoting them as well post-convention. So we'll make sure that you have access to all these materials, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. You too, man.
And Marlene Davis Lilly. Marlene, please unmute, ma'am.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I had a question about Schedule A. I attempted to go through our vocational rehabilitation program in the state of Arkansas, and the person was not familiar with Schedule A. So as our rehabilitation programs supposed to be familiar with it, our voc rehab programs?
Yes, as far as I know, Krista could better assist with this answer.
Okay.
I'm not familiar too much with vocational rehab. My coworker, Krista Flores, is, so.
Oh, yes, vocational rehab program should have some knowledge of it. I mean, basically what you need to apply under Schedule A is a letter saying that you have a disability and that you are ready to work. No specific information regarding your disability, and you can send that in with your federal paperwork if you apply through OPM. If you apply through the shared list, you're not applying to specific jobs now. It's a database. And so you wouldn't send in your Schedule A, but you would have to be Schedule A qualified to put in your resume. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you. And we have time for one more. Wade Davis. Wade, you now have the ability to unmute, sir.
Yes, Elizabeth, thank you for bringing this session to us today. My question is, what is the success rate of your organization in placing blinded veterans into employment?
We do not have specific statistics yet. The database was just started in 2019. But I believe that Mr. Biffrey Braxton could better answer that question for you. He is the CEO of Applied Development who helped develop the shared list.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So as Ms. Stark mentioned, we did just initiate the initial tests of the database in 2019. We've reached just about 1,000 active participants as of a month or so ago, and we have every intent of tracking the success rate of the hires of the database as we are moving forward. At this time, we're doing our best to get as many of the organizations on board that we can, so that we have a solid sample size to understand how well the tool will do in combination with our other outreach efforts.
Yep, and that's perfect. And this is Don. Look, thank you all so much for the presentation. Just so that everyone knows, all of this is being recorded. These sessions will be available on our YouTube, Facebook. We'll be making these available post-convention at the end of this week, so you'll be able to review this information, and we will have all this information available with links on how to access the shared list. So thank you and your team so much. I'm going to turn the floor over to Stuart to transition into the next presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you all.